Inec told to remove Lagos REC immediately over alleged anti-Igbo comments. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. Leaders of some Christian organizations in Lagos State have called for the removal of the resident electoral commissioner in the state. The group leaders, after God's own spirit initiating a new state, wants the REC Segun Agbaje removed immediately over a recent comment he made during a live TV interview on channels. The REC was quoted to have given reasons why people in Okota, Oshodi, local government areas cannot get a permanent voters card, PVCs, and inferred that Igbos in the area were immigrants. In a statement signed and made available to Daily Post by Dr. Bolaji O. Akinyemi on Wednesday, titled Conspiracy Against Democracy, Inec REC Segun Agbaje's outburst. Other matters arising, the group accused the Inec REC of being complicit to the plan to disenfranchise Igbos in Lagos. In a role-class political communication known only with thugs, he made it clear that the reason they cannot have their PVCs is that many of them are from the southeast parts of the country, inferring that they are immigrants, the group said. The group also alleged that there is fear in Lagos about a possible repeat of the inconclusive election that had happened in the Osun 2018 governorship election, while Agbaje was the Inec REC at that time before his redeployment to Lagos. What could possibly have overlooked his transfer to Lagos as an internal issue to which the commission has the right, but not after his uncharitable comment about Igbos in Lagos? On moral grounds, Segun Agbaje should now be on his way out to Inec without a petition or protest. Agbaje is a stigma on the integrity of the Mahmoud Yakubu-led Inec. Inec chairman cannot keep a tribal bagot and nepotistic personality in his system and keep the integrity of his organization, the statement read. The group are dismissing any planned protest against the fuel cash scarcity, which is said is being instigated by those who crushed the NSAT process in Lagos using the army. However, asked Lagosians to rise against what is called injustice meted against the Igbos in Lagos. The statement said, and I quote, "The only protest acceptable for now is Segun Agbaje must go. I only hope for a better and greater future as the grand national protest scheduled for the 25th of February 2023. Our paycast being our PVCs, anything that will compromise the system to ever see a free and fair election must be gotten rid of." Agbaje has done it before, and by his comments on the Igbos, the signs are obvious of what he is capable of. If Igbo will vote in Lagos and their votes will count like that of every other tribe, then Agbaje must not remain Inec resident electoral commissioner in Lagos. In Lagos State, it added. Recall that Inec chairman Prof. Mahmoud Yakubu, while announcing the extension of the deadline for the collection of PVC nationwide last week, said the commission is committed to ensuring that all Nigerian eligible voters get their cards. He said this during a meeting with the RECs from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Where do they get this kind of people? Because this kind of people, they're not even supposed to be anywhere within the service. If you're somebody who is tribalistic, I think they should be putting it as, it should be part of the, what's it called? You know, if you're coming in, maybe you're employed in an organization, they have guidelines. It should be there, as they use space stand for wall, as you come into, before you go into that building, that place where they say maybe you're having reception. There should be guidelines. You do anything like this, you do like this, it is not so it's supposed to be. Why? Do you know the kind of stress it was, most especially for Lagos residents who are still complaining that they're going for the second phase of the stress to collect their PVCs for the second time? They went through stress to register, they're still going through stress to collect it. And even while they are still making themselves available to collect it, you are telling them that they're immigrants. Story alone. I don't understand. Are they from Zimbabwe? Are they from Somalia? Are they from Pakistan? Or are they from UK? Because I don't understand. Which one is their immigrants? Now, wow. Igbo should learn their lessons and start going back home to develop their zones. Without which you will continue answering the name immigrants. That is my advice. Well, unfortunately, this is the kind of advice I'll be giving only when they have said, okay, everybody is no longer, we are no longer bearing the name Nigeria. This advice I will give it. But this is how I'm going to be giving it. I want to tell Igbos, I beg, Southeasterners, make una come together. I use God name beg una. Make una try developing a region. What did I talk? So that what happened before, the way this thing is going, it is going to be a shame if there is a repeater. If there is a repeater about it, and you are still left where you left before. That means history did not teach you anything. What I'm saying is before, after their fight in Nigerian civil war, a lot of Southeasterners abandoned their property. Some of them were maids, not like they abandoned, they were maids to people who get house, people who are billionaires. They left. And they gave them, was it 10 or 20 pounds back? That was what they used to start rebuilding themselves. History will still keep repeating itself. Else, the Southeastern region people, go back to the state. I'm not saying you should abandon Lagos. I'm saying as you they go, they make other people's states they okay for your mind. I beg, the same way. I'm not saying make you abandon. I just want to make you now transfer. That's as in I carry other people. And I want they comfortable for that place. Make una take the same mind. Do in a place. In case so that if it gets as it used be for where in a day, because this from these statements and from what I've been saying or more, I'm not sure say they get good plans for any of us for Nigeria here. When I mean for any of us, for even people who be saying no be even Southeasterners. Some people feel saying that them, that their rights make them, that then get this country, and for that reason, anywhere they like, then they go do her. So to avoid people stories that touches their heart, me I go advise you now. I'm not saying pack out. I'm not saying abandon Lagos. I'm saying make sure you do what? Make sure you grow your region. The way where they use develop. Develop other people. Go break road, build house. You understand? Make that place. You go from village to town. I beg. Make una go in that place. And now this one I tell you now. I not say make anybody come for me. Let's get here, make it here. Okay. How can Nigerian become an immigrant in Lagos? Exactly. This is why, because the way this is not the first time I'm saying this. Hey. This is not me trying to be spiking anything, no. I just say make I talk my mind. How can a Nigerian become an immigrant in Lagos? Help me and ask now. It is everywhere, the signs are everywhere that most especially the Southeasterners are not welcomed. They are not welcomed here. Look at it now. Just look at it. Even only if you hear the news say gone, you go there very devastated. The tribalistic Inec REC must be thrown out now. Migrating to move from one country, place or locality to another, to pass from one region or climate to another, usually on a regular schedule for feeding or breeding. Shebuna, they call Nigeria zoo, let us separate. You see, for this reason also, make them do it, make them develop. They're not going to say and not tell them. History will repeat itself, except they learn from history. It is not going to be funny. Okay, they should go and get him arrested and change another person from the place, please. Okay, who will do that? Do you call Lagos your village? You hear them? Okay, now this thing make me think, say, be like say, we never chop, we never really, some people won't say shake a banza before them good know what they go do. This tribalism